there everyone, thanks to my new subscribers and to my old subscribers. Tonight I'm going to do the truth about his feelings picker card. Conflict resolution. Things must have calmed down between you. You've been in a bit of an argument. Ask the cards. Oh, they just want to pop tonight or today. Okay. Please give me some information on the truth about his feelings towards my channel viewer. Please give me some information on the truth about his feelings towards my channel viewer. So if you're wondering, if you're new to the channel and you're wondering, I usually post every night, but on some occasions it's every couple of nights, depending on my schedule, of course. And I usually post around 9 AM EST. But just keep an eye out anyway. Tap the bell if you're not sure or whatever. I try to keep to a schedule, but sometimes it's not possible for different reasons. So that should give you some idea of when I'm around if you'd like to keep track and watch other videos. What's the truth about his feelings towards my channel viewer? What's the truth about his feelings towards my channel viewer? And that's EST US, not EST Australian time. It just makes it easier for my viewers if I use the international standard. North America for that matter. Just wondering if you need a light here. Not really. There's enough daylight, but sometimes the lights gives a little bit more information for people. Divine love, you know, highlights the pictures and whatnot, that's what I mean. Art. Archangel Jeremiah. Okay. We have hope on the bottom. You would have seen these pictures before, but it is a slightly different deck. Right. This is deck 1. If this reading resonates, please like, share, subscribe and comment. If you would like a personal reading, my details are in the description box. I have 2 services, a website, which is a PayPal service, if you'd like to just send me an email, and a Fiverr service, which has a few more options for readings. If you want to use that service, just log in using your Google account. It's easy enough. Alright, so I feel there's some healing in this situation, but that's been predicated by the cards over the last week or so, because you're finding your clarity in this situation, your clarity over your emotions. You really feel this is a divine love. It's inspired you greatly, and you are awakening to your spiritual and creative potential. That's a general message. So it is a significant love on his part particularly. I feel he has a laser focus on you just at the present time. If he's an artist, or you know him to be an artist, he's painting and drawing you because you've inspired him in terms of divine love. He knows that you're meant to be together. You have actually both found your clarity in this situation. He does suffer some depression. I feel that he has another woman overseas that perhaps you know about. You're not looking at her. I feel that she could delve in the dark arts, but you're looking to the heavens. So I don't feel that you involve yourself in any type of divination, except to watch the odd tarot channel, because I really feel that you have a higher understanding about the greater consciousness than what she does. I feel that this woman gets on the phone and cries to him, but he's taking a stronger stand to her. He's dried his own tears in respect of this relationship. So I guess you could call it a third-party relationship that he's getting over. Because she's still there. He's strong enough now to tell her where to go. He's pushing her back with his light, with his fury, with his rage. But it's a much more focused endeavour than that. He's controlling the elements in this situation, and I feel he knows where to take this situation from here now, because he's found his clarity and so have you. I feel that you're very devoted to your spirituality. I feel that you are a deeply emotional person. I don't feel that you are in love with this man as such. You've turned away from him, but you acknowledge that there is a connection. You acknowledge that there is a deep connection, and you acknowledge exactly what approach you're going to take into the future in respect of this man, because you can see he's still here in your future, in your present and in your future. I feel you have it in mind to go it alone. I feel you have many angels protecting you, archangels. There are 3 in this deck. So it is divine love, as it says, because the angels have flown down to protect this love affair. We're talking God's instructions with this many archangels. You have some hope for you both, and so does he. You stand here independently into the future, but I feel that isn't going to be how it is. That's what you have in mind. I feel he is the darkness that found a light, and you have helped him ascend. But he has been dragged down by this woman, whoever she may be. She's obviously somebody important in her life, in his life at some point, because she sits centrally there. You were the angel he needed to move him on from this situation. Which means you have a lot of power in this situation. I feel that whatever he was involved in with this woman was so bad that he has been karmically entrapped by her. And she has the power to do that. She uses every element to manipulate the forces of good. It's not to say that she's a wholly bad person, but I'd say she's conflicted. The good will always try to pull those who have lost their way back into the light. That's what these cards are saying, but essentially she doesn't want to let go of those forces that help her in the material sense, because that's her goal. She wants success, she wants wealth, but she's icy cold about how she goes about obtaining those elements. And she does even go far as to use black magic. Now you might be saying, oh, I don't really believe in that. Well, the spirits are confirming it. So you have to be open-minded. Now what that means for you is that you could be in a position of uncertainty. But all of these situations with anybody who's with a negative woman, but in the mix, somebody who practices those types of arts, all you need to do is to keep a simple faith. And don't go messing around with the elements yourself. And I suggest, if you feel that your karma is being affected by this man's association with this woman, then you should consider stepping aside. because the universe is a big place. And none of us are fully aware. That's why we're always living and learning. But I'm telling you from these cards that there is like magic involved. And she is very controlling of this situation and controlling of him. And she's ice cold. She's like almost, I'd say, a psychopath. Psychopathic, but probably not quite. She's probably sociopathic or something, but you get my drift. I'm just trying to make the point. She's extremely devoted to him. And the fact that the angels, the archangels, have to fly down to earth to protect you should give you some impression of the type of danger you're in. Potentially could be in on a spiritual level. Not necessarily on the physical, but on the spiritual level. Don't let these women bring you down. It doesn't mean fighting them in the street. It means keeping a simple faith, getting on with your own life. The fact of the matter is that he still has a soul contract that he has to work through. She happens to be a witch. Whoop-de-doo. But she was there first. Be cautious. You know. However, he is a strong man. He can fight her. He has renewed his faith since he met you. He has found his clarity in this situation since he met you. In order to fight her and her demons, he needs you. You make him happy. You make him feel strong. Keep being his inspiration. But look after yourself first. That's what these cards are saying. There is potential for him to extricate himself from her. But just keep the faith. That's all you need to do. Okay, so that was deck 1. If this reading resonated, please like, share, subscribe and comment. If you would like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below with a link to my website and to my Fiverr account. I have 2 services, a PayPal service where you just send me an email, and the other service I have is a Fiverr service. If you'd like to use that service, you just need your Google account to log in. This is deck 2. Just put my hair dye in, so I've decided to do the next part because the dye was reduced from $20 down to $10. So I'm going to do deck 2 now. Right. Now, Truth about his feelings, pick a card. That's what this is. So I'll ask, what is the truth about his feelings towards my channel viewer? What is the truth about his feelings towards my channel viewer? I think you have enough light there. I don't think I need the lamp, but I'll just make sure I don't when I release the cards, flip them. Divine love, awakening, stillness, illumination, peace, and clearing. Unfortunately, I have this problem at the moment. Can't get my vision right. I don't want to see my glasses. Okay. Now, it's better. Right. If this reading resonates, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you would like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below with a link to my website and to my Fiverr account. My website is a PayPal service. You just send me an email. My Fiverr account has a few more options for readings if you'd like to take a look. If you want to use a Fiverr service, you just log in using your Google details. Google, not Google. Okay, that's just a note to myself, not to anybody listening. So I really feel from this deck that you're awakening to a divine love, but you already know that. That's the first card in the deck. I feel you've been in through a time where you've been very independent and you've felt very alone. You've still been energetic within yourself. I feel that you are quite smart, possibly successful in whatever endeavor you undertake. I feel that you're on holidays at the moment. You're really getting some rest after a very busy time for you. I feel that you've had a lot of struggles in your love life and you're taking a break from all of that. Because I feel that you're about to begin a new cycle and you're going through a metamorphosis. And you can see that here, that you're in the cocoon. So you're meditating over your love life in particular and over your life path. There is an enemy in your midst. I feel that this person has been at you for a while. You've suffered some illness, but also this woman is an enemy of yours and you've needed some divine protection because you've got 4 archangels here. And the man that you're asking about needs their protection as well. He's a peaceful guy that's going through an awakening. I feel that he has a lot of anger in his chest, and he's gone through stages of releasing that anger in different ways. But he's clearing. When he met you and he discovered the healing power of divine love, that's when he took a good look at himself and he decided very firmly to change his life. That's what I feel from this setup. So he was trying on his own very hard to move through the difficulties. But I feel when he understood that he met somebody that he was in love with, things changed for him. There is another man in your future once you move out of this stillness. There isn't just one man here for you, there's two. There's one of these men that you're going to put to rest, and the other one you're going to move forward with in love. Because he's the one that will make you happy. He's the one that will clear your karmic cycle. He's the one that you will start a cycle of life with. And he's the one that you could possibly have a family with. With the 10 of Hearts here in the deck. So you will get what you want, but you're asking about this person. You're not asking about this person. And this person that you're asking about is very spiritual, but he has some way to go. His circumstances don't fit your circumstances. His lifestyle doesn't serve you, and you know that. But you're still dealing with this enemy, and I feel that's why you've gone into hiding, almost, which is what it is. You are going through a transformation of self, so you're not exactly in the frame of mind to get out and about, but also I feel you're hiding from this woman who attacks you on a daily basis. And the Archangel does his best to protect you every day. 4 of them do their best to protect you every day, but of course they all have different tasks. She blindly attacks you. She's very jealous of you. I feel this is a woman from your past and somebody that you continually deal with who caused all these battles for you. Now, it shows here that because of this transformation, her karma will be cleared. Not her karma, but your karma with her will be cleared. Which means that, I don't even believe it's a karma. I believe this woman just blindly attacks whoever and calls it karma. But it's not karma. It's just a spiteful woman. A fallen angel. She's funny because she thinks she's at one with God, but she isn't. And I feel anybody that connects with her could be affecting their karmic cycle. Because I feel that she takes stabs in the dark and she's letting off an energy that's very deceptive. I think she lies. But she's greedy, money hungry. Always grabbing for people's money. Money. And she manipulates people that aren't so aware. That's the impression I get. This is a woman that felt she had a soulmate from her past, and that relationship froze over. She then became very reclusive and she turned nasty. She's turned away in this picture from peace, from peaceful tidings. She doesn't have a lot going on in her life. I'd say she's very reclusive, but also she's just envious of anybody that appears to move forward in life with somebody else. That's the impression I get. Because she lost her one true love somewhere along the line. You know, she's like a psychopath or sociopath. I've said this in the first deck, but you get my drift. She's somebody who takes actions and wouldn't care about what the consequences were. That's how vindictive she is. So just be careful of that. She's trying to burst your bubble. That's what she's trying to do. And she's, I feel that she's like a fly. Like I get the impression from this depiction with the sun around her that she's a fly. She's a buzzard. She just hangs around wherever there's sunlight. And she's one of those green flies. I don't know if you've seen bigger flies, but some of them have like a green tinge, which means she's a big fly in the ointment. That's the impression I get. So that should give you some idea of the type of person she is. She's annoying, but she's there's some type of aggression about her. She tries to come across as quite fresh, but she's a nuisance. Quite a nuisance, and she talks all the time. She won't shut up. That's the impression I get. So she manipulates younger people, I feel, into her, I don't know, cult. I don't know. She's got something going on. She's a nuisance. But so she's turned away from Jesus. That's what it basically says here. Because that's Jesus here. You can see Jesus's thorns. He obviously with Archangel Josephiel here and Jesus and her turned away from Jesus. She's not one with God, but she makes out she is. And I feel there's a man behind her. Yeah, must be a man behind her. Or woman. With this darkness here and the crown of thorns, I feel she's a thorn in your side. But you're finding your peace. You're going to find your peace. I feel she's finding a new victim. That's the impression I get now. That's not good. Of course it's not good, but it's like you've had to put up with this for a while. And I feel, you know, with all the archangels in the deck that it's now divinely guided. It's out of your hands. But also it's saying that there's two messages here where it's saying there's a woman here who is jealous of your relationship with this man that you're asking about, and she's quite aggressive. And I feel she sticks close to the man you're asking about. You know that he's essentially can be prickly, particularly around money. I feel there's some type of, he's the type of guy that would ask you for money and not pay it back, kind of thing. But that can be looked at on a small scale or on a large scale. So just because I feel that the life's been sucked out of this guy, and you can see that in the picture. He's sacrificed something for this woman, and I feel it was because that she had ambition, monetary ambition. So he's being a martyr. He's being a big martyr. He should probably, if this is like more serious, he should probably say something and dob her and let her take the blame, but he's not doing that. He's going to remain the martyr, for whatever the reason that may be. He could have his own reasons. She could have threatened him, anything like that. But she's a fly in the ointment anyway. She's the biggest fly in the ointment. He's not the fly in the ointment, she is. So she's the one that had the plans and schemes that mucked them up. It wasn't the other way around. He has his own thing going on, but he is more peaceful than what she is. A lot more peaceful. And he, with the illumination card here in the piece, he's enlightened about that situation. He can see it quite clearly. And he knows it's mucked him up severely, I feel. So, of course, because universal energies are intertwined, there's a lot of different situations in these cards which play out in a very similar way. But he's going through something, and I feel that he's clearing that karma, and he's at peace presently. But basically I feel with the barbed wire here that he's taking the blame for something that could imprison him on a karmic level or in a physical sense. So that's how serious it is, because of course you can see, you can tell that. He's at peace with his decision to take the blame for this, and I don't know why. But because this is a general, but he is clearing his karma into the future. I really feel, because he's in this predicament, that maybe he can't extricate himself enough to move on with you in life and love. That's his intention. But he seems to pale in comparison to the one that will be in your life. The one that wants to give you everything. Give you a home, give you a family, give you a successful outcome. You know about this bloke, but I don't feel that he's in your life just yet. So it's really important that that you just appreciate the friendship with this man. Keep the faith and keep loyal to him. That's all he wants. That's all he wants. because he knows he can't give you what you want until further into the future when he's worked through these issues, be it major or minor. But obviously he finds the strength to dob her in at some point. I get the impression that she has to escape at some point, because he finds a better day for himself, but she reverts. She goes backwards in life. She goes into her shell. She becomes a reclusive. So it kind of tells me that she has to run and hide. She has to escape. So there are some negative cards in this deck, but it more has to do with his personal circumstances than it has to do with your love, because your love's intact. Everything about the way you feel is real, is the real deal. This situation that you're both in will resolve itself, and you will get everything you want in love. But you have to, I feel you have to wait. That's the impression I get. Until this situation sorts itself out. Okay, that was deck 2. If this reading resonated, please like, share, subscribe and comment. If you would like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below with a link to my website and to my Fiverr account. My website is a PayPal service and my Fiverr account is a service which has a few more options for tarot readings. If you use your Google account, you can log in easily. See you next time.